Man, AJ, playing Redacted all at the same time is so redacted. I can't. I don't even know how redacted. I'm gonna fucking redact over the next.
I tried to tell you, man. I tried to tell you, and we just got redacted today too.
Oh,
and I haven't even. I don't even have redacted downloaded yet.
Oh, dude, I downloaded Redacted this morning, and it's pretty redacted. It's pretty redacted. Yeah.
Well, welcome to May, where it is absolute mayhem this month. And yeah, man, if I had any piece of advice for this month, is wait for reviews. Wait for reviews. Love God, always wait for reviews, because you never know what's going to be good.
Yeah,
and it's going to end up bad.
And you can thank us in advance for fucking beta testing this shit.
Yeah, for reals.
You're welcome that it's going to be better at launch because of us.
It's actually, he's joking, but he's also very serious.
It's a little bit of both.
It is something I've tried to do, because I'm like, I do like to give feedback and bug reports and try to help. I'm here because I like VR gaming. I'm not, and I want to see it succeed. I want to see it. I want to see it succeed, man. You can't always do everything, but you can do what you can. But
if you try sometimes, you might find
you get what you need. I liked yours better.
That was pretty good. Let's start the show. This is PSVR GameScast Live. We film live every single Monjay, Wednesday, and 2 Eyes Friday right here on YouTube. We do it live 6 p.m. Eastern for your viewing pleasure, but we care so much about your oral pleasure and what goes into those earballs of yours. And that's why we put this thing up on podcast services of your choice. It's my responsibility now. So if it's broken, just tell me. It's always going to be my fault. It's always going to be my fault. My name is Brian Paul from this channel right here without Parole, and this gentleman over here. To my left, your right, it's AJ from the Underground. PSVR Underground.
What is up, Brian? What is up, Game Cats? Happy Monjay, everybody. Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. Man, my weekend went by way too fast. All I did was play Redacted. And no, I think it was just Redacted and Redacted. I ate a lot. I slept a lot. I went to bed the earliest I've gone in, I think, years. Went to bed at 9:30 on Saturday. That's so early for me. That is like record early for me. I haven't gone to bed at 9:30 probably 5 or 10 years at least.
That's like the greatest thing I could possibly ask, is to be done with work and done with because dude, I so frequently I'm like, I'm gonna get to bed early tonight, I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow, and the next thing I know, it's 4 a.m. and I haven't even gone to bed yet, or I'm laying in bed and I still haven't fallen asleep. So that, dude, going to bed and actually falling asleep at 9:30 sounds amazing.
Well, it would be amazing, Brian, if our bodies weren't so good at getting into the rhythm of certain things, like if you get less sleep or whatever. Because despite going to bed at 9:30, I woke up at like 4:30 a.m. and I was like, damn it. Like, why can't you just let me sleep? Automatic timer. It's pretty interesting though that our bodies can do that. Like, I forgot to set my alarm once and I woke up like a minute before my alarm went off. Like, why do our bodies do that? It's very interesting. Somebody should look into this.
Mine used to do this, and now it's just like I create every single extra minute of sleep I can possibly consume. I do. That's just how my body works now. It's like I will, if I let myself sleep. Usually I wake up at like 3 a.m. Okay, and when this used to happen back when I was drinking, AJ, I would go to bed and I get drunk. It'd be great. And then I'd wake up at like 3 a.m. and I'd be like, oh my God, it's like a bonus night to get drunk during. Like, I'd wake up and be able to get drunk all over again. It was great. And it was like no one was around. And so no one was going to bug me about about, oh, Brian, don't drink.
It sounds terrible, Brian. I'm
It's
sure it felt great, but that's actually a really awful thing that's happening to you during that time.
it's what I crave more than anything else. Like if I know everyone gets real upset when I talk about falling off the wagon, but like trust me, when it happens, I'm gonna be real happy. I'm gonna be really happy.
Well, proud of you for quitting drinking. I know that's incredibly difficult, and I'm glad I don't. I'm really glad I don't drink a lot either. I have not had a drink, especially trying to lose some weight and exercise and go hiking more and make better changes in my life. I haven't had any alcohol and it feels like almost a month or two now, which, I didn't drink much anyways, but I'd have I like IPAs. I like beer. I have like a beer every now and then, especially after a stressful time, but I've completely cut it out. And even as somebody that rarely drinks, it's still difficult, surprisingly. Maybe it helps that I don't go out a bunch and hang out around a bunch of people too that are constantly drinking. I mean, because when I do, I probably will. But yeah, man, just be careful. Drinking will sneak up on you, and it is it's one of those things that it's just it can be really bad without you even knowing it.
Totally agree. I had to change the way I was sitting, AJ, because the chat was too distracted by the tip of one of my knees.
My favorite comment, by the way, is Popsicle saying Resident Evil. I read it in that voice. And it made me chuckle.
I missed that one. I saw just enough comments about my knees where I was like, okay, fine. Listen, we can't have nice things around here. We can't have nice things. We can't even sit nicely. Can't even be comfortable during GAMESCAST. God damn it. We have the nicest community on the face of the planet, AJ. But they're also pretty fucked up, and I love it.
They're just like us.
Speaking of having the nicest community, you guys know that we've been raising money for PAX East 2025. GameCat Meetup 2025 is expensive. Hotel rooms and flights and whatever else. I mean, just living in Boston for 4 days is going to be expensive. And things were putting along, and we're just so fucking thankful and appreciative of all the cats out there. And it was, and we're getting down to the wire here. We're only a couple of days away. And then the last night, out of the blue, with no word whatsoever, there was no message that came along with it. I saw that friend of the show, Rob Yescombe, writer of Farpoint, writer of The Invisible Hours, writer of Arizona Sunshine 2.
Rhyme.
That's my lead. That's my lead. Arizona 2 was my least favorite of this series. Rob Yescombe joins, but amazing writer. He just shocked us with a complete and total surprise donation, and really
massive donation, man, and helped us like at least cover the cost of our flight and kind of capped off the flight and the hotels, which were pretty pricey. So yeah, man, thank you to everybody that has donated. But shout out Rob Yescombe, baby. Woo, Farpoint, baby. I'm gonna go buy, if you haven't yet, go buy a Farpoint aim controller bundle right now and support Rob. What? Also,
wait. Does that? I don't think he's getting royalties on Farpoint aim bundles. He better be. AJ.
He better be. Or we're knocking on Sony's door.
Oh.
Also, Sony produced the Farpoint movie. Like, they pitched Farpoint to Sony as a movie. Okay, granted, it maybe doesn't have, it's not as well known, obviously, as an IP as Minecraft or some of these other ones, The Last of Us. But that doesn't. But still, it's good. I bet you more people would go see it than the Gran Turismo movie.
You think so?
Yes. Because honestly, I like the Gran Turismo movie, but when I saw that, I'm like, why the hell are they making a Gran Turismo movie? I'm like, this is the dumbest idea ever. And then I actually watched it, and then I found out it was based on a true story, and I'm like, you know what? This is actually a pretty good movie. So I actually encourage you. But let me tell you, doesn't matter. Still not as good, even though it's a true story. Still not as good as his writing in Farpoint or The Invisible Hours. Farpoint especially, man. Literally the game that made me go, holy shit, VR is the future. That was that moment for me. Was playing Farpoint. Was like, this is the future of gaming. This is where my future is, anyways, with gaming. And yeah, Farpoint's amazing. Play it, buy it.
Yeah, but I'm sure you love it. I'm sure you can find better ways of supporting Rob Yescombe than buying Farpoint.
He's probably got there's probably better ways. We'll see if he has a book or something. I'm gonna look up, see if he has a biography or a book that he's written. I'm sure he's got some books. He's a really smart guy. He's probably got like 10 books.
Steve IRE says Farpoint wasn't a true story.
It is to me.
Also, Twitcher says Rob was one of the all-time most interesting GamesCast guests. Get him back on. I agree. He was just so cool and chill to talk to, and he's a little bit older like us, and so he goes back a ways when it comes to gaming, and it's always nice to see like what kind of memories you have together, even though many hundreds if not thousands of miles separated us years ago, like we're all doing the same shit. So good stuff. I love that.
I like how we did like this interview with him, and then he just kind of hung around and just hung out with us for like the rest. It was like 3 hours long, and he like was staying up with us or whatever. That was good times. And yeah, I still hear people to this day. I see comments every now and then saying like, when are you going to get Rob Yescombe back? Like, he's your best guest that you've ever had, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I agree. He's way too smart for me though. I don't deserve to be interviewing him because he could run circles around my brain.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what this show is, man. It's just pretending like we can keep up with everyone else, and then
we're just good at video games. Or good at playing video games. So
I'm not good at playing video games.
That's all I have. Don't take the one thing I have, Brian. Anyways, see what I mean?
Shout out to Matt Vegan for another $10 on the fundraiser. He said that's for 10 years. That's for being sober for so long. Thank you. I didn't think I was going to profit off my sobriety, but here we are. Here we are. Oh, yeah. Thank you, everybody. Noctis with the €1. Thanks for showing up with your Euro buck. I don't think they call them Euro bucks, but it's always good to see your name, Noctis. Appreciate you.
Euro bucks.
I don't know. They call it Euro Disney. I feel like you just shove Euro in front of something, and that's. I mean, you know how like when people in America don't know how to speak Spanish.
What's a Euro Disney? Is that like what the currency in Disneyland or something?
No, that's the name of Disneyland in Europe. Euro Disney. What?
Europe, Asia.
What are we talking about? Okay, everyone shut up about the knees. Okay, I also want to get comfortable. God damn it. Yeah.
In Disneyland, they only use Euro Disney. I don't know.
It's like people in America who don't know how to speak Spanish, and they try to say things like
¿Por qué?
Yes.
¿Por qué?
They just add O to the end of everything. They're like why? Why you take go?
Nobody actually says that, and if they did, I'd punch them in the kneecap. I don't care if it hurt me too. It hurt them more.
I have a list of people I want you to punch in the kneecap. You're my hired guns, AJ. I'm gonna hire you as my security. Actually, I think you'd be pretty good at security. You look way more intimidating than I do.
I don't know if I ever told you about that time. I was in a concert in Atlanta, just like a local indie band. What were they called? Oh, they were called Dead Confederate, and they have a really good song called Your Circus. It's actually a really good song. And The Rat. I was waiting.
What are we doing?
I was waiting outside of the concert at the front door, and I was just kind of sitting there, and people started walking by and showing me their IDs as they were walking in. And like, at first I was like, no, I'm not security, whatever. I'm not security. And it just kept happening over and over. I just started going, okay, you're good. Okay, you're good. Okay, you're good.
AJ starts turning people away, being like $20.
Yeah. I was like, I did start messing with a couple people a little bit, but yep. And that's the night I became a bouncer.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. The VRAF Underground Stranger Game Cat with the level 2 membership says, glad seeing the narrative changed on PSVR2. Now the best version is the VR2 version. 2 years ago, we got Hitman. Wait, 2 years we got Hitman, another AAA. So Sony didn't fully forget. It is interesting. I saw somebody was tweeting about Hitman over on Twitter. That's where you tweet on things, and it's not even. That's the funniest part of this conversation. Is like, oh yeah, you post there now, you repost there, and it was funny. Like somebody people talking about how great the PSVR2 version is, and the response was like, oh yeah, this is sucks that we don't have this version on Quest or PC, and the answer is. Yeah, and if you don't think Sony had something to do with the funding on this, you're out of your goddamn mind. Again, Sony's quietly supporting VR. They're not, their name isn't plastered all over stuff, but we are getting cool things here and there, and it's because of Sony. So,
Hitman, so good.
Yeah.
Just want to reiterate that, and I am going to be doing the review on this channel at some point. Unless you just have the free time and you get the free time and whatever. The plan B, I am the plan B here. If that doesn't happen, because a big profile game like that, you need a review on the channel. Like,
so yeah. next time I don't use protection, I should come to you the following morning.
Yeah,
you're my plan B.
Yep.
All right, but. Trust me, you don't want to see me pregnant. I already have the weirdest cravings to begin with. It's just gonna get worse. Oh boy,
birth like an alien, like a chest burster.
That'd be awesome. That's how I want to go. That's.
I don't want to go that way.
That's the last thing I want to see. I want to see my chest going.
No, I want to go by blowing up the space station that has all the aliens in it. That's headed towards Earth, with 10 seconds left. That's how I'm gonna go.
Yeah, when's that Alien TV series come out? Alien.
That's
Earth,
a good question. Yeah,
I definitely want to see that. That's like high on my priority list, or high on my most anticipated list, I should say.
Yeah, like most anticipated movie or TV series. That's can't wait to be disappointed by it. Can't wait.
Same. Peter Trek F with the 12 plantain says Gears of War Reloaded PSVR 2. Wow, listen, not that it was a huge surprise or anything. I don't think, But yeah, the announcement today that Gears is coming to PS5, it's just we're just so close to Xbox being a fully third-party publisher, right? And I mean, what's the next step? The next step, I believe, would be them getting out of the hardware game, right? Do you think Xbox is done with consoles after this gen?
Maybe, but they're definitely becoming a publisher now. That's for sure, and pretty successful at it too. I watch a lot of Sacred Symbols. Shout out Sacred Symbols. Those guys are amazing, and they always bring kind of like the business side of things, like because they have a lot of insider experience and knowledge. And
you want me to bring the business? Is that what you want? You want me to bring the business?
He was giving him the business.
I'll bring you the business.
I'm not listening to any business advice or conversation from your way.
Smart.
Listen, man,
that is insanely smart.
Like, you have many talents, but I will seek. No, you're very talented, but I will seek my business elsewhere. Anyways, I don't even remember what I was saying. It probably wasn't important. Xbox, not going to happen with VR. Gears of War, unfortunately. It would be cool, of course. There's many games I would want that Microsoft has purchased, which is basically half of the entire industry, that they now own and will either, I don't know. We'll see. As long as they don't run it to the ground, I won't be too mad, but my faith isn't that high right now in them.
Listen, Microsoft has bought up like half of the industry. Like, I mean, more than half of the industry. They own everything. Microsoft just owns everything. Activision, ZeniMax, everything all the way down.
They're the Disney of video games now.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary. I mean, into Pietrek F's tip, Gears of War Reloaded PSVR2. Listen, I'm glad Gears is coming to PS5, right? That's a massive step that I don't think anybody thought they would see 10 years ago. But to see PSVR2 support, highly doubtful. In the same way we didn't see PSVR2 support for Oblivion, right? I think that's what it would have taken. If we saw Oblivion get PSVR2 support, maybe there's a possibility for Gears. But I think more than it being on Microsoft, it's really got to be on Sony. Sony's got to step in with a big fucking check, and to make it worth everyone's while, to make it worth Microsoft's while to have the inferior version, to make it worth their developers' time and effort to bring the VR version. Like Sony's got to step in and do something. And I mean, as we've seen, they're willing to, but how big of a step are they willing to take? That's the question. And I don't think we're going to see any of these Microsoft games get
not anytime soon. It could happen, but even if it does, I think it'd be a long time.
Yeah. Now let's run the game feeling with the $5 tip. Says happy to see that GoFundMe amount steadily getting higher. We're mere minutes away now. We're mere minutes.
Dude, it's PAX week, man. We're gonna be in PAX later this week. Crazy. Wow. We got a lot planned too. Or at least I've got a lot of planning to do. Yeah, we really want to again reward you guys. My goal, and we're gonna go over it, but at some point, but I really want to bring you guys, since you did us a solid here and really, really helped us out by helping us get there. You have no idea how serious I'm taking this. Like, yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun too, but I'm also in like, we need to do stuff and do stuff for the cats here that supported us, and make some really good, unique content. And because there's both PAX going on, the Meetup going on, and there's a lot of games that embargoes are going to be lifting. And so I want to do it all, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to know from the cats like how detailed they want me to get. Like I was looking through the panel schedule, and there's just so much happening that I want to go do and go see. And I mean, I want to find out from you guys. Like, I mean, so much of it is not VR at all. Like, do you just want us to document our time from beginning to end and explain like every single panel in detail and like make sure that we're filming while we're there and so you get a good idea of it, or just kind of like a brief overview as far as all the non-developer interviews and non-VR stuff goes? If you just want like a massive video, that's over.
I don't think
that
they
covers
care about
everything
stuff.
we did.
I'll let them answer, but I don't think they're going to care about much non-VR stuff, especially and even non-PSVR stuff.
Yep.
That is what they're here for. So definitely all the stuff that I have planned, but there are going to be some like loosely connected to PSVR stuff, like Anshar Studio is going to be there that made Detached. Alchemy Labs is going to be there. So there are some studios that are going to be there that have brought stuff to PSVR and PSVR2 in the past that would be cool to take advantage of. But yeah, I think the one thing we kind of did aside from VR last time was like that smell-o-vision. Like finally tried like a smell-o-vision, and like, yeah, I mean, it was cool, but like nobody even really seemed to care that much either. So yeah, I'm going to be, at least for me, I'm going to be focused on lots of PSVR2 content.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much VR stuff we can do while we're there. Shout out to Callum Tierney for the $25 over on the GoFundMe. Thank you very much. It's still happening, AJ. People are still supporting it. This is crazy. We're gonna be able to pay for everything. We're not gonna be in debt for the next 3 months. Listen, I want to say something real quick about the GoFundMe. I got a message from somebody that, listen, it wasn't said in good faith, and I know they were just being a jerk, but they were like, why should we have to pay for you and your friends to go on vacation? And I don't like that, right? Obviously, because number one, the answer is you shouldn't. No, number one, the answer is you shouldn't. You should, like, if this was a wildly successful channel and we had sponsorships up the ass and I was taking money from developers to make promotional videos and to make and to do reviews, then I think there would be I think there would be a better answer for this question. I don't think anybody should be paying for us to go on vacation, but for us to go to PAX for a GameCat meetup, this channel has always been run through your support. You guys support us on Patreon. You tip during the show, and you know we hate being up here like begging for anything, right? But like we honestly just couldn't have done this without you guys. Like it's so much money, and times 4. And I just really like it. It makes I hate ever making money an issue. I've done my best over the last 8 years to never paywall anything. Lots of channels make a living by having everything behind Patreon or limited time behind Patreon, and people like what we're doing because we don't do that. We're not putting stuff behind the paywall. We're not putting stuff. We're not only giving stuff to members or Patreon supporters or whatever it is. I work around the clock to bring you guys whatever content that I can, and I never want like money to become an issue on this channel, and so that's the problem, right? Is that it's always been the whole channel runs on the generosity of you guys, because I'm not doing it any other way. I'm not doing it through paywalls or sponsorships or whatever. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that not only is this not a vacation, this is actually going to be a whole lot of fucking work, and it's gonna make the work pile up here at home while we're gone, right? So it feels like it's twice as much work. I just want everyone to know that they're appreciated, that I'm not taking you guys for granted, and that it's definitely not a vacation. And we just can't do this without you. The channel, the trip, nothing. So that's it. I just wanted to get it off my chest. We love you very much.
Yeah, man.
Also, I look terrible in this video. Can I please turn this off? This is horrible.
My beanie's very stretched out in this. I remember when I got there, I forgot to like wash and dry my beanie because it'll shrink it and make it fit. And if I don't do that after a long period of time, it gets like all stretched out and like really long. And it was, my beanie was very floppy. That GameCat meetup. I gotta make sure I remember to wash and dry it this time, because you're damn right, the beanie's coming with me. Damn
Never
right.
Without your beanie.
I did have a hat too that time, but yeah, man. No, like you said, we really appreciate your support. You don't ever ask for anything on this channel, from sponsors, from anything, and the one time you do, is for all of us to be together and celebrate PSVR2 and VR together. And yeah, this is such an amazing community. And like I said, we're gonna make the best of it and make some really special content for you guys. And yeah, and in the future, we're thinking about how to do things better in the future as well. So things will change, but this is how it is for this time, and we're gonna make the absolute most of it and make sure you guys are proud.
As AJ so eloquently put it earlier in the show, I'm a terrible businessman, right? And honestly, I think that for the over the rest of 2025 and the beginning of 2026, I'm going to see what I can do about sponsorships in terms of non-gaming stuff. You know what I mean? Like see what I can do. Like see what kind of money that helps raise, and I can put it like aside so that when it comes to this next year, we don't have to be like, guys, we need your help, right? I need to run this a little bit more as a business, and I hate that. I hate that so much. But like, if it helps us not have to do this next year,
it's the smarter thing to do. It's the smarter thing to do. So you just gotta suck it up and get with it.
Absolutely. The Virtual Resistance with the level 1 membership says, is there going to be a live GamesCast from PAX? It'll be filmed in front of people. I don't think we've found good enough Wi-Fi or internet while we're there.
Hotel Wi-Fi is not reliable.
No.
Yeah.
So that's really why we wanted to get a panel room this year and do a live episode from the PAX event hall itself. And we got rejected for that. We also got rejected for like a GameCat meetup room, like an official, just to have any kind of official. And I really want to find out what we can do next year to not guarantee that, but to be better candidates for that. What's going on? What are you being so active right now for? You ignored me all day. You ignored me all day.
We will be filming a GamesCast episode, hopefully more than one actually. in front of a live audience and release it just like how the last one was done. And like I said, hopefully there'll be some additional stuff we can do too, because there's going to be some stuff that the embargo lifts right after we film.
During, after, yeah.
Yeah, so we might film some stuff in advance, wait for the embargo to lift, and then release it. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. We're gonna have a bunch of plans, and we're just gonna accomplish as much as we can.
Yeah, we'll do whatever we can, dude. If we could do a live episode, that would be amazing. I don't know if it's even possible, honestly, because I think we'd have like I think we'd need like a multi-camera setup, and I just don't. We'll see what we can do. Right. We won't know till we get there. Grandpa's Barbecue or Game Cat with the Australian $5 tip says, please ignore those types of people, Brian. People will only support if they want to. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, listen, that my hope was like, I was like, oh man, we have like 100,000 subscribers. It'd be super nice if 10% of those people just threw us $5. You know what I mean? And like we would absolutely have everything we need. And that's not how it turned out. And I don't blame you. I think I want you guys to understand so much how I identify with all the people out there who sit back, watch a show, and don't say a goddamn word, right? Because as we've AJ and I've talked about this a lot, we were those people. We really were. We were those people. And when it came to like Kind of Funny starting up and Colin's Last Stand starting up, these were the people that these are the people that caused me to do this today, right? They were my biggest inspirations. They were the people I just wanted to be on their shows. And that's why I started without Parole, because I was like, oh man, I want to talk to my friends about video games too. But I never supported those guys on Patreon, right? When they were getting their businesses off the ground. I never did. I never tipped during shows, right? And so it's just, I totally fucking understand. I felt like I was their biggest fan, but I never supported them financially. So when I say, trust me, you guys are supporting us just by being here when we do a live show or watching the videos afterwards or whatever it is. It's just seeing those, those view counts. And yeah, sure, there's like ad revenue involved. That's, as far as I'm concerned, that's just as important. And so as long as you all understand, we're all in the same boat. It's all good. Grandpa's Barbecue or Game Cat with the Australian $2 tip says, get a sponsor for knee hair wax. Listen, hold on a second. We need to talk about this. You don't like my knee hair? But I mean, if you don't like my knee hair, you're not going to like my anything hair. Like, I've got hair everywhere. Do you know how much money I have to spend in wax like every week? AJ, let's do a comparison. Get up close to the camera. Let's do a chest hair.
I'm so done with this. Can we talk about some fucking VR, please?
Chest hair reveal.
I'm getting really tired here, Brian. I'm getting sleepy. Let's do this. I already showed my knee. You could go back and watch that episode where I showed my knee.
Is it time?
Okay, make it $10, and I'll think about it.
All right. Oh my God! All right, yeah, we can talk about some video game stuff, dude.
And that's business, Brian.
First and foremost, we need to talk about a little bit of Walkabout mini golf, because over on Twitter, where they tweet things, they announced that the base game of Walkabout mini golf is changing, and it will now include. This is really difficult. Why is it so difficult? It will now include. Where is it? I can't see anything, AJ. Why is it so? Where is it? Here it is. In case you missed it, 6 DLC courses are now included in the base game of Walkabout Mini Golf. Hop in and check out Sweetopia, Laser Lair, Shangri-La, Upside Town, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and Alfheim. I pronounced that right. So does this mean, AJ, that for people who already bought the game, does like everyone who owns Walkabout Mini Golf just now owns these courses? Is like, did they update the game to just include these? Or is this just for people who are buying it now?
I don't know. Did you read it?
I didn't read it.
It probably answers that in an email. I can look real quick. I don't want to just guess. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to look into it.
That's
Oh, okay. So this is, I guess the game price. I guess the price.
You found it. You found it.
Yeah, the price of the game went up, so it's not actually a very good deal. I thought this was crazy. This was, dude. So listen, I had this whole thing.
You thought they were just gonna give you all this stuff for free?
Yes. Well, they said now included in the base game, here's all these extra courses, and there's some good courses, right? Actually, 20,000 Leagues is in my top 2 favorite courses of all time, and Upside Down is pretty good, and Shangri-La is good. Sweetopia is really good. So, but here's what I was thinking was going to happen, AJ. I was thinking they were doing this with the Beat Saber model, where they never drop the price of the core game, but then they keep adding stuff to it, right? Saying you buy it now, it's an even better value than it was a couple of years ago, but it's more money
now.
Okay. Well, this isn't nearly as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
Well, it would be if you just automatically get everything updated. Like if you own the base game and it's like, hey, now you just have all the DLC that we included with this. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
But I don't think you found that answer, did you?
I don't think so. Oh, Samson in the chat says it's free if you previously bought it for 15.
Okay. Samson.
I want to talk to Samson. Yeah.
Okay, well that's good news. Stuff. Yeah, lots of good DLC. You said you liked that raptor level or the dinosaur level?
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. Raptor Cliffs is really good.
I'm so behind.
It feels kind of like an OG course for some reason. There's some. It's not that I didn't like Wallace and Gromit. I did. I thought it was very inventive, very creative, and it's not like I didn't like Mars Garden. I did. It was nice, right? But there were things that just didn't really appeal to me about some of the newer ones, and this just feels like they went back to their roots. They didn't fuck around too much. Like they didn't need a gimmick. They just said, "Hey, we're gonna make a good course." And it's and there's really cool stuff to look at while you're playing. Like I feel like they need to get away from the gimmicks for a little bit. That's all. I think they're killing it over there, and I'm really, really happy that this is their newest course. And if you haven't played it yet, you should play it. It's really good. $4. All right, let's talk about what's selling well on the PlayStation Store, AJ, because over on the PlayStation blog today, they announced sales charts for last month. Is this early? Don't they usually do this on the 8th? I think it's a little early.
Maybe.
I don't know. Let's get it up here. Let's get it up and running. All right. Let's see April's top sellers.
Interesting. Some new ones on here for sure.
Yeah, we'll scroll past PS5 and PS4 games, and we'll get right to the PSVR2 games. Ready to start at the bottom of the list, AJ?
Yep. It's Kill It With Fire VR. This must have been on sale for like dirt cheap, right?
Must have been. I don't think it was dirt cheap, but it was cheap enough.
You know, game's okay or whatever, but I don't think it has a lot of discoverability. So I would imagine it was super cheap.
Probably. Yep. Number 9 is Pavlov, which it's strange. It's usually a little bit higher up on the sales charts. I guess with other things on sale and other things breaking in, it pushed it down a little bit. But
yep,
it should always be there. It's a great game. This is really depressing, AJ. Flight Simulator Delivery 2025 VR. Even more depressing, it made it to number 4 in the EU. I really, really desperately wanted to get a Brian Bite out there to warn everybody about this. I think, I don't know. Listen, if you bought it and you're in the chat or you're watching this later and you're in the comments, let us know why you bought it. Did you think it was like Microsoft's Flight Simulator 2025 that you were going to be able to play in VR? Did you think it was, or at least something comparable? Because it's really bad. And I feel like if you watch any video on it, that's what they tell you. So I just want to know. Maybe it's cheap enough where people didn't even feel like they needed to check out a review. They're like, it's $15. How bad could it be? Just a PSVR2 enthusiast says, buying it right now as we speak due to the lack of Brian Bites review. Damn it.
It's all your fault, like you said.
It's always my fault. And it'll be my fault when it charts next month too. Moving on up to the side, we got Among Us 3D VR. Was that number 7? I
still think that's weird that they changed that.
It's super weird. And it's super confusing because it's only playable on the flat screen, on PC or something? I think it's really strange. So even on the PlayStation 5, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I might have it backwards. On the PlayStation 5, you get Among Us 3D, and you can't play it flat screen, but you can on Steam. There's something very weird about this. I like the idea of it being cross-play and getting flat screen gamers in, but why isn't it just flat screen gamers across the board? Why is that locked to certain places? It's very strange. All right. Moving up to Arizona Sunshine 2. This is great, man. This is great. We got Arizona Sunshine 2 and Metro Awakening back to back here on the sales charts. It means Vertigo must be very, very happy with themselves this month. And even more so because Creed Rise to Glory is only a couple stops away.
Vertigo they haven't left the charts in a couple months. And that's good because I do feel like they kind of righted their ship a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had a little bit of like over-promising, under-delivering. And I feel like they've just been releasing like solid. They've just been quiet and just releasing solid game after solid game. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Nice. Yeah, solid games. Metro Awakening, really good. Arizona Sunshine 2, really good. And then moving up to Alien Rogue Incursion. This is really interesting to see the trifecta. That's not even the trifecta. I was thinking about games that were coming out late last year.
Not on here. Mm-hmm.
That's 100% where I was going with this.
Yep.
It Behemoth sales must have fucking tanked for it not to show up, where these games have been just kind of hanging out on the sales charts ever since they came out.
Yep. I mean, like we said, man, your launch is your most important time. Like they had the game not completely fixed, but they had the game very patched in like a week. And the effect that had still was just pretty bad. And to be fair, it still had some bugs and issues for a while. So
it still has bugs and issues. Like I still get comments from people occasionally who are like, "Oh, this is still broken" or whatever, right? So it's not 100%. I mean, listen, you can always excuse a few bugs and like when it's a nice long adventure and it's like, whatever. We'll talk about Wall Town Wonders, like, it's just like, actually, you know what? No, I was gonna say you can excuse a few bugs. I can't excuse all the bugs in that game. But it's nice to see Alien Rogue Incursion here. We all definitely want to see episode 2. And it would be really nice if Servio started talking a bit more about episode 2, because it's still, even though they were like, hey, it's, it's all planned out and whatever, and it's coming for sure. It's like, just, I think we need to know. It
brings me so much joy when I'm still getting comments every now and then going, dude, you were right. Aliens was awesome. I am, it makes me happy.
People have all unsubscribed from Without Parole.
Well, I don't think you never said like you hated it or anything. You just didn't like it as much as I did. You still gave it like an okay score, but I loved it. Like, yeah, as a huge fan of the movies and the franchises, even some of the bad ones. Well, I try to not, there's really only 2 that exist to me, but there's a couple. I still watch and tolerate some others sometimes, but yeah, I just thank you guys for leaving the comments saying how much you enjoyed Alien, because I did too, and I'm glad that some people shared that same experience.
Yeah, and thank you to all the people who said, Brian, you're so fucking right. This game, there's just not a lot going on here. Listen, and I haven't gone back to it. I know they've actually patched it. That dealt with quite a few of my complaints, and so I need to go back to it and spend some time with it. But as you said, AJ, launch is your most important day. How about you get it right the first time, right? And listen, it's whenever I talk about Alien, it always sounds like I hate it, and I really enjoyed it. But it was it is what it is.
That is good. I thought it was good. Yeah. It was fine. It was good.
Oh man, I love having to like dance around these conversations over and over. Creed Rise to Glory Championship Edition, #2 in the EU, #3 in the States. What is going on? This game just like sits there, dude. Is this becoming like a staple for PSVR2 gamers? When you buy a PSVR2 headset, you just go, oh, gotta buy Creed. I think it is.
Yep. It's a popular IP that's been
True.
around for decades, and it's a boxing game, and it's the only like clear, most popular boxing game there is on the platform. So yeah, whatever boxing game was going to be in at #1 was going to stay at #1 for a while.
I think Mutant Boxing League is better. Just a heads up.
Yeah, you're not the only person to tell me that.
They lowered the price on it, and I just think it just plays better, it feels better, looks better. I think it's only single player though, so keep that in mind. Pretty crazy when we get to #1 and 2 here, AJ, because Beat Saber has been knocked off its throne, at least temporarily. Sitting here at #2. I mean, I'm always glad to see when another game gets to shine and Beat Saber takes a little bit of a step back. But very surprised to see that it's taking a step back to Wanderer, the Fragments of Fate.
Yeah, crazy. Wanderer, Fragments of Fate, #1 in the US, Canada, and the EU. So congrats, guys. Congrats.
Yeah.
I'm a little torn on this. I'm like, yes, I think a lot of people, I've seen some comments on the same thing. Like, yes, we're all incredibly disappointed by the state of the game at launch, but we're also, most of us that have played it, we also like see the vision, right? Like we see what they are trying to accomplish here and know. And that's kind of like a thing I've noticed with some of these games is like, a lot of games that are having rough launches it's like, well, these are like at least really good games. Like if there's some like hope, like a little bit of hope, a little bit optimistic look at it, is that like these are actually like really good games that are launching in poor states, which is not acceptable ever. But
right.
I think people are kind of being a little bit more lenient towards Wanderer because of just how much they like, because when the game does eventually get finished, like they know it's going to be something incredibly special, like an all-time greatest VR game. And I think people are willing to be have a little bit more tolerance for a game trying to become like one of the greatest of all time. And I can understand. But
yep,
they would. I will say the last thing I'll say is that if the game was actually where it was supposed to be at launch, they would have tripled, quadrupled their sales here. So no matter how good they did, how well they did, if it wasn't met with such mixed reception, man, they'd be flying 10 times higher.
Yeah, I hope they didn't burn bridges in terms of goodwill with the PSVR2 community. I mean, I really hope that it continues to sell, because obviously we got the roadmap out. Remember when we said last week that we weren't going to talk about Wanderer anymore? And here we are talking about Wanderer.
Well, again. I mean, it's on the charts.
I mean, listen, it was news last week too. It was a roadmap, and I feel like there's always going to be something to say about Wanderer, and I fully believe that it's going to be one of the best games on the platform when they get around to fixing it. They're talking about DLC. They're talking about a complete combat overhaul. I mean, just like we're so close, man. We're so close, and so hopefully, hopefully by the time we roll around to December of this year, when they claim to like be getting all this stuff done, like completely completed, DLC and all that. I hope we're just gonna be looking at a completely different game. Very excited to see.
I still believe that if and when they patch this game up to the standards that they're supposed to be, I still think this will be the best PSVR2 game out there. So I really do believe in this game, believe in its vision. They just kind of ran out of time, seems, but I think when they get there, like I have not changed that stance one bit. Like I think it'll not only be like the best game of the year potentially, but I think it'll be maybe the best game on the platform.
I hope you're right, AJ, because I totally agree, and I cannot wait.
It's all up to them. It's all up to them now. It's not my decision to make.
It wasn't really up to anyone but them to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't know what changed. Nothing's changed. Holy crap. Okay. Let's go back here. Oh, wait. I didn't heart the knee wax comment. You want to talk about knee wax more? Awesome Data with the $5 tip. And my current hopeful for the Mario Kart 8 tournament at PAX East 2025. Dude, fuck everything else that's happening at PAX. Tatum is going to compete in Mario Kart 8. And I just can't wait to watch that go down, right? Because in my head, everyone who's competing is like, Mario Kart 8 professionals. And then we got Tatum. It's like,
pretty good, probably.
Who like me, just really enjoys Mario Kart 8. And I want to document the whole fucking thing, Tatum. I'm going to be there with my camera and I'm going to mic you up. I'm going to be like, we're like, listen, this is at least top 3 things I need to see at PAX is Tatum competing. He says in the chat, I will win.
I did like how you told me behind the scenes. You were like, he said he was playing Mario Kart Double Dash for practice. I was like,
practice.
Ooh. I'll be honest. I just wanted to give a shout out to Mario Kart Double Dash because that is like one of the best Mario Karts ever. One of the best GameCube games for like the 4 games it had.
Awesome Tatum with the $5 tip says, Happy Cinco de Mayo, making tacos for the fam. Who wants some? You know I do.
I want
tacos. It's crunchy,
yeah, man, happy Cinco de Mayo.
Crunchy shell or soft shell?
Ooh, I like both.
Yeah. I'm a soft shell guy. But I will eat whatever's in front of me because I think they're delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious. Awesome.
Like
can't wait to see you at PAX Tatum. Also, can't wait to see you at PAX.
Speaking of
Samson 143VR with a $10 tip says, see y'all at PAX. It's gonna be like a fucking family reunion, dude. It's gonna be like a family reunion. I haven't seen Samson since last year. It's been actually 14 months. There's a lot of cats I haven't seen since last year. There's a lot of cats I've never seen. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. GameCat, specifically White Tiger with the Canadian $2 tip, says weird launch of Tabor, no information or build-up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, definitely.
We've learned. What have we learned about this, AJ?
We've learned that this is, while there is a very small chance that everything will be fine, dude, I am very suspicious about this launch. I mean, no keys to creators, reviewers. Basically, it's almost like they're trying to sneak it onto the store and they got caught. It's not good. I don't know. Multiplayer games like this, regardless, are usually going to have some kind of issues. So I don't know. I am very, very worried about at least the launch of this game. It being a multiplayer online game, it's like, yeah, they can probably, these games sometimes do launch in poor states and then kind of over time get polished up and get better and better. But everything they're doing right now is major sus, and I would not recommend getting it until there's reviews or until you're like completely aware of what the state of the game is at launch. Even if you're okay with there being some issues, I would still just like hold off and wait to get that confirmation, because yeah, we've learned some valuable lessons here pretty recently even, and it's just like, yeah, dude, this month it's going to be really important to listen to reviews before you get excited about anything.
This is like dropping. Oh my God, this is dropping Wednesday, isn't it? This is dropping the day before we go to PAX, and like, yep. Yeah, we don't have keys. I messaged the developers Friday, I think, after GamesCast, or no, it was Friday before GamesCast. I still haven't heard back from them. It's all very fucking suspicious. I'll say that.
It's sketch.
Yeah, and so listen, we're talking about all these games that are coming out in redacted and redacted and redacted, and you're gonna want to play some, and you're not gonna want to play others. Listen, we don't even know. This one's still a mystery to us. So like, just be patient and don't buy anything at launch. We will let you know. We will do our absolute best. And honestly, like, if I'm not able to get like every review out that I want to get done, or every Brian Bite out that I want to get done, just keep an eye on the community tab on the channel. I will post post there. I will posts, place posts there. And so, and let you guys know, or I'll be in Discord at least at the bare minimum. So make sure you come join Discord, and we'll keep you up to date on everything that's happening as best as we possibly can. Yeah.
Like I said, it could be fine. It could end up. I think even if it launches in a poor state, it'll probably, unless it's just an absolute disaster, I think it'll eventually get, fixed up. But we've just seen this over and over and over. So forgive our skepticism. You did this, developers, not us. We were excited about everything that was coming, and you taught us better. You were the ones that taught us this hard lesson of, don't get excited about every game, no matter how good it looks, until you see what it's like at launch and stuff. And I'm optimistic about the game's future or whatever, but at the launch, I have no idea. It's not a good look so far.
Yeah, I will tell you this: troubled development cycle getting it over to PSVR2, and you guys don't need any information as far as that's concerned, right? Like we can tell. Just look at when it was supposed to be out, and look at when it is coming out. Or according to Magic the Game Cat, it won't even be out on the 7th. Right, which is totally a possibility, right? Maybe it gets delayed at the last second, or just doesn't show up on the store. Who knows, guys? It was supposed to be out last November or something like that, or prior to that, it was supposed to be out in August, I think, and just nothing. Like no inside information required.
Yeah, they did officially from their official account say that it was coming out the 7th. So obviously that can change, but sounds like they're set with that and they're going with it.
Well, we'll see what happens. Happens.
Looks like they're avoiding all content creators, even ones that they know personally. So that's not good.
Yeah, I mean, the weird thing is that we know that they've been testing it on PSVR2, because if you go over to their Discord, they've sent the keys out to PSVR2 gamers to test it. And so, that's the weirdest part, is that they care enough to actually stress test this thing, but not actually to have reviews ready. But this seems to be the case for every team-based tactical shooter at launch. Like Firewall Ultra didn't want people playing it before launch. Breachers didn't want anyone to be playing it before launch. And then here we go. This is this is at least the third time. I feel like Pavlov didn't have keys out before launch either. And they usually say, "Oh, servers aren't on. Servers won't be on till launch." I don't believe you.
No, it's not. It's not servers thing. Maybe there was one time, but no, they just play dumb. That's why they just ignore everybody, because they know whatever they say we're gonna call bullshit anyways, because they can't tell us what's actually going on. I've had marketing people being like, do I handle the marketing for this? I don't know. I didn't know that. Oh, I thought Sony was handling the marketing for this. And I was like, okay, whatever, buddy. It's like literally your fucking job. And it was literally all just to because they were trying not to give out keys or whatever. It was Firewall Ultra, by the way. They were like, oh, I thought they were like pretending not to know who had the keys. Like, oh, we had them here, we lost them. It's like, okay. You look at the launch, you see why.
Looper the Underground Game Cat said 7th Guest didn't have keys. That doesn't sound right. I thought we had reviews ready for that game. Did we not? Maybe not. I don't know. I thought we got review keys for 7th Guest.
I don't know.
But Hellsweeper didn't. And I guess we knew about that. We knew why Hellsweeper didn't get keys. Hey, we knew why Hellsweeper didn't get any keys. Hellsweeper.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, look, they're doing their job, right? Like that's their job, to protect their launch, make sure that, you get as many people to buy the game as possible. They're doing their job. But it's just not very honest.
Right.
And,
right.
I don't take it personal or anything, but tell the people what it's like. At least we'll get to play this. At least we'll get to play this a little bit before PAX. So at least we'll have a first impression, heading into PAX.
If it comes out.
If it comes out.
Yeah, no, it probably will. And I hope AJ, when it comes out, that we're eating our words and we go, wow.
Oh,
wow,
please.
This
I'm
is
hungry.
Great. Yeah.
I'm hungry for words. Ghosts of Tabor.
Yep. Cannot wait to eat those words. And hopefully it's a nice polished product, and that and that, hey, it didn't come out in November because it wasn't ready in November. We wanted to make sure we gave it all the time it needed. Those are the words that I want to be eating.
Yep.
We be eating good.
Feed me, Seymour.
Wow, that's weird. This is two. We've had two Little Shop of Horrors references in 1 week.
3 weeks. 1 week?
Was it? I don't know. I can't keep
don't know.
up. It's every day's the same. GameCast.
I thought
White Tiger. Yes.
I thought it was appropriate when you used it. I was like, that was perfectly appropriate. It's a classic line in a popular movie that us olden folk know.
I've never seen the movie. I know Rick.
Oh, you poser!
I've seen the play. I've seen the play. It was a play first, wasn't it?
Schmay. Oh, now you're acting all high and mighty with your theater.
Hey, Mr.
Like, I didn't see the movie, but I did go to the theater. Chelsea drove us down there.
Wow.
It was a lovely evening.
Okay, listen, you are the only GamesCast host that when bringing up Metro Awakening, you were like, oh, well, the novelization was fascinating of Metro 2033, and I identify so much with the verbiage that the author used, and I don't fucking know.
It was exquisite. It's an exquisite read, Brian. Read Metro 2033.
Oh my God, kill me. GameCat, specifically a White Tiger with the Canadian $2 tip, says, wow, massive jump in GoFundMe since Friday. How? Well, we started the show by telling you, and so you may have to go back and watch. But let me what?
The magic, the GameCat. Pardon me. Do you remember that commercial? Where the car pulls up and they roll down
the Grey Poupon commercial?
Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon? That commercial did not air long enough. That was a great commercial. But by the time I was like a teenager, it was not on TV anymore. Or I just stopped watching TV.
It was years of, pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? Years of different variations of that campaign. That ad campaign was like, I bet it was on TV for at least half a decade. So, but in response to GameCast, specifically White Tiger, saying massive jump in GoFundMe since Friday. Massive jump in GoFundMe since the beginning of the show.
Oh!
Shout out to Sarika Mohibir, who I definitely pronounced your name wrong with.
What a badass name, though. Wait, what was that? That is like the most amazing name I've ever heard.
Let me get it from the back of the throat. Sarika Mohibir.
Oh, you're terrible at this.
Sarika Mohibir. Sarika. Indy, come here hot. Hold on.
Thank you, Sarika.
Thank you so much. $17, 26 minutes ago. Paul Kilisi. I know that's probably way off. With the $25, 19 minutes ago. Lisa Renee Horn with the $50, 15 minutes ago. David Howbig with the $115, 9 minutes ago. AJ, what is happening? This is like the most successful day we've ever had on the GoFundMe. This is Brian Scott with the $13.
It's because they all understand how bad at business you are. And they're like, oh, he's just terrible at business. I get it now. Let's help him out.
I love you guys so much. You're so nice to me. Brian Scott donated twice, 6 minutes ago and 4 minutes ago, for a grand total of, I can do math, $50. Holy dude. What is going on? What is going on? You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you so much. We love you.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
That's true.
What movie is that, Brian?
It's Wayne's World.
Duh. Easy.
I've only seen the play.
I would literally strangle you. I would go to prison. Yeah.
Okay. Oops, hold on. We're almost there. Oh, no, we're not. Holy shit. Pixel Robot with the $5 tip says, super excited for the Midnight Walk, but will it be playable on VR1? Is it even coming to PS4? Is it?
Well, it's definitely not going to be playable on PSVR 1. That's for sure.
Right. Hold on a second.
I don't know if it's on PS4 or not.
It probably is. That's why he's asking. I didn't even realize this stuff. Hold on. The Midnight Walk. PS5. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about PS4, so I'm guessing not a chance in hell. Yeah. Damn. Sorry to disappoint. Do you have PSVR2, Pixel Robot? Oh, day one, he says, will be playable day one.
Oh, okay.
So it will launch in a good state. All I have to say to that is redacted.
Redacted.
Also, sorry about my end. Sorry about that.
I will say, I have beaten it though.
AJ, I have so many questions.
Redacted.
Oh, okay. Shot down. Sorry. Thank you for the tip, Pixel Robot. You know what? As much as I want to keep moving through the tips, we need to get back to topic at hand. So let's talk about Wild Time Wonders, and we don't need to talk about it very long because I'm working on a review. It should be out tonight if everything goes smoothly. It's not going to go smoothly because I'm working on 3 reviews at once, possibly 4, and I just don't know if. And I just don't know what's going to be finished before we actually get out to PAX, but I'm going to do my absolute best, you guys. But AJ,
right?
Wild Town Wonders.
You start.
Okay, cool. Well, then let me bring up some footage here. This is, again, as you guys know, this is how we do it. I just grabbed some random footage, like 15 minutes of random footage. It's not a story heavy game, so don't worry about spoilers. It's a town builder that came out on Quest first, and it came out as a mixed reality game where you could sit in the middle of your living room or bedroom or kitchen and basically build restaurants and farms and construction sites, whatever the heck it is, town halls, right into your walls, and then there'd be these little miniature people living in your walls. And I think that's a really cool concept, AJ. And I've never said this before, and I doubt I'll ever say it again. I think the magic of these little people living and existing inside your actual walls, the mixed reality element, you lose a lot of the charm of Wild Time Wonders when you lose the mixed reality element, when it's just these virtual environments and these people are living in these walls that are not even yours. It's just some random place. So immediately I think it loses a ton of charm right out of the gate. But that's it. It's a town builder, and all these places that you're building are generating money or wood or iron or brick or whatever it is, building resources. And so you're constantly acquiring these in order to keep leveling up all of the buildings and keep building more buildings. And with every new building you build, you meet another townsperson, right? And I gotta say, AJ, it is as much charm as it loses by not taking place in the walls of your own apartment. It is still a very charming looking game. You get your face right up close to the stuff that's happening in these walls, and there's a lot of detail in there, and the characters are very detailed and well animated. And I think surface level, it's a very charming game. But we'll get to why I didn't really like it in just a minute.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Oddly enough, like I saw some people were mentioning like, oh, I'm actually more interested in this without the mixed reality. And I'm kind of like, well, to me, what makes it kind of make sense is that it is building all of these people into your own house, into your own walls, things like that. And yeah, this game does have some interesting things, some interesting concepts to it, definitely some interesting things about it. And I do think it does have a couple charms here and there. I hate to say this, man, because I love Cyborg Games. I love Hubris. I think they're great developers. But unfortunately, I kind of hate this game. No, let me take that back. I don't hate this game. I hate playing this game. I think the moment-to-moment gameplay of this game is awful. And this is just for me personally. Maybe some people will feel differently. Maybe some people will kind of just like just really like what it's doing so much that they're willing to, like, you know, they don't even pay attention. But for me personally, and the kind of games that I play, this is like one of the most unfun games to play ever. You
didn't think that going into it, right? You were actually kind of excited or to check it out, right?
I was actually really excited because I saw the trailer and I'm like, oh, this is a really cool concept. It's very interesting. They kind of sold me when I saw a cowboy riding a lizard walking out of a place in the wall. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. I am kind of simple like that. Like, I see something like that, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I want to experience this. Yeah, man. So disclaimer, I was never really a big like Sims fan. But I played The Sims a little bit and I was like, I can get this. I get it. Like, it's not for me, but I get it. I had a couple laughs here and there. I was entertained for just a little bit. It was fine. This game, in the trailer, they don't actually show what the moment-to-moment gameplay looks like a lot. They show you kind of like what it would be like, how it could be like a magical experience. But playing this game, I was like, this is like a lot more like The Sims than I was expecting, except none of it is like tailor-made for VR. I'm like, this is a built for ground up for VR game. And yet it has some of the most constant immersion breaking issues with it constantly. And it's, to me, I look at the trailer, you see planes flying around your head and a cowboy riding a lizard walking out of the wall and like all this, this beautiful town and everything. Playing this game for me is like you're just staring at the text and it's just text box after text box after text box. VR is supposed to be about the immersion, and like none of the characters actually talk, which was a huge problem for me. Sometimes, like, I'm okay with it, but in this, it was one of the things that worked against it. And they just come out and they're like, "Arr!" and there's like 10 lines of text that you have to skip through, and you have to read it, because if you don't, then it doesn't even like tell you or mark everything properly as to like what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So like you have to sit there and I want to look at this lovely little detailed tiny world. I want to look at this. I want to look at all these details. Yet the entire time I'm sitting here staring at the text, blue text. All I know about this game is fucking blue text constantly. And that's where I'll start with.
Okay, I think that's a good place to pause momentarily, because you brought up a couple things I think are really important. I think for an MR or a VR game, it is so menu driven. It's to upgrade any of your buildings, you have to go into a menu and then select it. It's like, why isn't there just something cool on the building itself, right? Like, it would be so cool if all these buildings had like these levers attached to them, and you went over and you pulled the lever when it was time to upgrade it, and it was like boom, 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 and it upgraded to level 3 or level 4. Instead it's like you just go to a menu, and the menus are stupid to navigate at first. Like they don't seem to make any sense until they do, and that's hours into the game. Yeah. And so there's that. Yeah, it needs more immersion. It needs more VRAF mechanics. It needs less menu stuff. The characters in this game, as AJ said, it's all text boxes, which is fine. Like, that actually didn't bother me until I started doing the dating stuff, where it's like you start picking characters to date, and then you watch them go on a date, and it either goes really well and they get it on. Right, there was a couple that like wouldn't stop running after each other into the tents and just making sweet love, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, little miniature characters fucking getting their dick wet. AJ, it was crazy. But no, it was, but I didn't care about that element. I know, right? This is fucking, just somebody tell me to shut up. I didn't care about the whole dating thing, because I didn't care. None of the characters, they don't give you a chance to connect with these characters. It's all because you only talk to them when it's time for a mini game, or you're building something or whatever. You don't really get to know these characters at all. And so it would have been cool that, like, during the downtime between building stuff up, between building up your buildings and gathering resources and all that, if these characters are just kind of like hanging out on their porch and you just walk over and be like, hey, what's up? Right. And you get to know them. And then you're like, oh, what kind of person do you like to date? Because then maybe I can be like matchmaker, but it's so random. What you're doing is so random. And so you don't end up caring about these characters. You don't end up caring about who they're dating or whether the date goes well or it doesn't go well. It's just really weird. Like, it feels so tacked on. And that's sort of how I feel about everything that happens in this game.
The moment-to-moment gameplay is what the absolute deal breaker for me is. A lot of people that like don't really maybe prioritize gameplay first, you know, they might feel different. Because graphically, it looks fine. I think graphically it looks perfectly fine. Like I said, I even like the little details. It's the moment-to-moment gameplay. It has an awful UI. I mean, the UI is not only like it looks bad, it sticks out like a sore thumb. It's an eyesore. But it's also like the way you interact with it. I mean, everything you're doing in this game, it basically plays itself for you, and everything is done by just clicking on the text, and then when you need to build something, it's just the menu just pops up and says, "Do you want to build this?" And it's like, "Well, yeah, I'm supposed to build this, so why don't I just hit this?" And it just kind of like does everything for you. All you do is just occasionally like press something on this menu, and the menus have some weird flat screen thing going on with them. I don't know what it is, but it's like it looks flat. Like all the menus, the text boxes, they look flat on the screen in a 3D space. It looks very strange. But even when you get to do some of like the VR interactions thing, which is very minimal, and from what I've played so far, it's not even like it's so unpolished, and it's very unpolished, and it's just not fun to do. Like it's not fun to play, and that's my biggest problem with it. It's not fun. It's not immersive. Like I said, it's got some interesting things, but like there's a part where you're supposed to like what I think like spray the ground for like mushroom spores or something. And it's like, that took me a minute to figure out because you don't actually see anything on the floor. You just start spraying and then suddenly all these mushroom spores start appearing. And like the gameplay is just, I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
AJ, what you're describing though, and I have a lot to say about this too. What you're describing are things that would be cool in mixed reality. Right. This is shockingly a game that I think that if I was playing in my apartment and they were like, oh, seed the ground so you can grow some mushrooms. And suddenly I'm like, you know, I've got this attachment that comes out of my hand. And so I'm like spraying my actual floor in my apartment, and things start popping up and growing out of my floor. I was like, oh, that's thinking of it that way. I'm like, oh, that's where the magic is missing here. It doesn't, these really menial tasks and the really boring stuff, if it was actually coming out of my apartment walls or my hardwood floor, it would make a lot more sense. I understand what they're going for that way, because otherwise it's like, why am I doing this? In VR, it doesn't make any sense at all. And I want to point out something while we're on the topic of this. The thing that these devices that pop up out of your hand, sometimes you'll be shooting arrows at bugs, right? A little crossbow comes out. Sometimes you have like this cannon to fire, like to kill other kinds of bugs that are flying. Sometimes you're seeding the ground. Sometimes you're watering. You're just watering plants, which is all fine, right? These kind of like menial little tasks that you're doing in VR. Bro, where the fuck are our haptics and adaptive triggers? Like, there's just nothing. There's just nothing. I mean, the thing is growing out of your hand. There's a device growing out of your hand that you're activating with your hand. Why isn't it going with the triggers and the haptics? It's nothing. It's just nothing.
It's all stitched together. It's like one of the most incohesive gaming experiences I think I've played in quite some time. Like there's nothing cohesive about it. Like playing it, it feels like just so broken apart. And yeah, man. Unfortunately, I got really excited about this from that last trailer, but dude, that trailer does not represent what this game is actually like to play. That trailer was a very well-made trailer, but that is not how this game plays one bit, or what the experience is like. I spent majority of my time just reading text, having to read the text, and then I knew right away something was wrong when it's like pick a date and then have them eat at the restaurant, and you literally just sit there and you wait for them to finish pretend eating. They're not saying anything. it's you're just waiting, and they're going, and it's like I know I cared about this more than you did, but I felt like this world would have felt so much more alive with some voice acting, like them talking, being like, "Hey, why don't you come do this? Help me with this over here." And it's like, "Okay, little person, I'll come help you." It's like, no, it's just text, 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 text. And I'm just like, no, I don't like this. I didn't like this about The Sims, and I don't like this here either. And I had to stop playing this game because I couldn't tell. It got to the point to where I couldn't tell if it's just so unpolished or if I was actually at like a game breaking bug because it's so unpolished. I couldn't actually tell the difference.
There's a lot of bugs in this on top of it all. The number of times I've had to quit and restart, it's a lot. There's a lot of problems with this game, and so not only are there a lot of bugs, it's not really fun. I think it could be. I think the concept is cool. I think they need to tear it all down though and start from scratch though if they really wanted to make this into a fun, entertaining game. I just don't think the game they delivered is really fun at all. I've played this for I think I'm up to 8 hours on this.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and
I couldn't imagine.
Well, it doesn't really get better other than just kind of getting used to the bugs and getting used to the jank, but it just doesn't feel like so much of this just doesn't feel like it works well together. Like I think early in this footage, which by the way, you just watched me fucking bounce poop on my hand for a solid 3 minutes straight. Right? You got to fertilize these mushrooms, and like a blimp just drops a ball of fertilizer, and you got to boom, 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 get it over to the plant.
That was probably the most fun you had.
It might have been. But I struggled. Because it was just like everything just seems it's just not fun. And whenever you're playing this, I feel like I've been saying this a lot recently on GamesCast, but it's worth saying one more time. When you're playing a game and all you can think is, man, if I made this game, I would have done it this way, or I would have done this. This would have been so much better if you did it this way. They had this opportunity, AJ, sirens on my end, to make the VR version of this special, and I know that what I'm about to suggest would require a lot more work, but I think it would be so cool if, because now you're in full VR, you could actually make this happen. When it's time to pilot that plane and go catch a bunch of butterflies or fly through some rings, instead of trying to maneuver it with your hand, which just is so imprecise and such a pain in the ass, bro, you can put us into first person now. You can shrink us down to the size of one of these villagers and let them see the village at their scale and let us fly that plane around in first person. Like,
that's what I was saying. Nothing about this game and the gameplay makes any sense for like VR. Like none of it feels tailor-made for VR or takes advantage of being in VR. It's so weird. It's pretty bizarre. It's very, everything is point and click or an ugly menu, or you just aim and press a trigger, or you, like you said, you're controlling something. Like there's so many places they could have made some kind of like immersive interactive gameplay, something. Nothing. It does absolutely nothing. The only thing they get right here is that like all the little, like, you know, the concept is okay, and then like, you know, all the world and stuff is like really detailed and looks nice. Like visually I think it looks fine, but other than visually, like it is, I was so bored within the first, I think, 20 seconds. and I was like, oh no. And then I forced myself. I played for about 2 hours and then I just had to tap out. Like I waited. I tried different things. I tried different moods that I was in, because we had that conversation last week about like, you know, sometimes you're just not in the mood for stuff. That's fair. I tried different days, different moods, different times, all sorts of things. Nothing worked. I was like, this is just not fun to play. This is really bad to play.
Yeah. World of Long Plays in the chat says, it's also a bit like Little Computer People on C64. And if you don't think that I started my review talking about Little Computer People, World of Long Plays, then you don't know me at all.
But yeah. So I got to wrap this up and say, for me, it is a hard pass. And my review of this game is, please go buy Da Vinci, the House of Da Vinci that came out last week. and that it was really good. Please go buy House of Da Vinci. It's really, really good. And pay close attention to what we tell you to buy this month, because we will not lead you astray. We are going to be on point this month, and we've got you. We've got you. You're going to have a great time, but follow what we say. Pass on this. Go buy Da Vinci.
And listen, we've got a lot of complaints about this game, but what I will say is that, like, I don't think it's terrible. I think there's a million ways it could have been better, but I do think that there is a certain amount of satisfaction that you get when you trudge through, especially the first few hours that are just like, why did they do this? What is going on? Why is this broken? Why doesn't this mini game work? Right? You trudge through all of that and you start to get into this routine, and it does start to feel like the cozy town builder that they wanted it to be, but it's a lot of work to get to. And even then it's like you just don't feel like they really delivered on their vision. They certainly didn't deliver on my vision. So I think I ended up around like a 5 out of 10, right? Where it's like 5 is pretty much like my passable, like, yeah, I guess it's playable score, right? And some people are gonna find the charm here, and some people are gonna find the enjoyment. But man, oh man, they could have made this 1,000 times better.
Yeah, 100% agree.
AJ, I didn't want to interrupt this conversation, but the cats are killing it over on the GoFundMe, and one cat in particular, just, I mean, practically speechless. AJ, practically speechless. Which is not something. Yes.
No, that can't be right.
It is right, and I'm going to give a quick shout out here. I'm going to give a quick shout out to John Gorman III, who 13 minutes ago donated $2,000 to the GoFundMe.
What? Okay. John Gorman, we need you to send us a picture of you so that we can erect a statue behind me. I'll keep it right here. But I would like to statuefy you, please.
Statuefy you.
Dude, y'all are gonna make me fucking cry on stream. Like,
I know, man. Like, I'm trying not to. That's what I'm trying not to do right now. This is
we don't deserve y'all, man. What did we do to deserve y'all? I don't know. I must be doing something right in my life.
John Gorman, I hope you have an amazing job. Right? I hope this. I hope that this means way less to you than it means to us, because it's an insane amount of money. And I mean, you just paid for one of our entire trips, basically, right? Just thank you so fucking much, dude. Thank you. Like, all right.
Okay. Thank you,
yeah.
John. Big John. Thank you, everybody, man. Thank you, everybody. For really, like, it is a collective effort as well. But holy shit, man. Like, man, y'all are too much sometimes. I really don't feel like we deserve you a lot. But we will make it. You will make us worthy with your support. We will have no choice but to become worthy of your support. Isn't that right, Brian?
Keep talking, AJ.
Listen.
Okay.
We're just gonna have to we're gonna have to come up with a game plan here and just make sure this is completely worth, your support and everything and your time and your money, man. Thank you guys. Also, what some ballers out here.
Right? Crazy.
But no, really, dude. Thank you, everybody. Every last dollar helps. So thank you.
Is this you in the chat?
Please.
Norminator, name Norminator 2. Oh, it is. It's the 2 eyes at the end are for the second, because he's the second.
It's the third.
Oh no, he's the third. Oh crap! Wait a minute. Now I'm really confused. I don't understand anything.
Oh man. Running Manly says, so like the trip is official. Yeah, dude, we already paid for everything. Like we just paid for everything already. So you're helping us like recuperate our costs.
He says it's him, and so he says, "No need for thanks. You guys have a great time. You all rock."
Thank you, man. And please, if you're on Discord or something, please like message me or something, or message me somewhere, because get in contact with you ASAP.
Yeah. This trip was going to happen no matter what, and but then I was going to spend the rest of the year like paying for it, and now we don't have to. Now we're able to save for the rest of the year for taxes. Because taxes suck. Scott, the PSVR Game Cat for Life with the level 1 membership says 48 hours until I get to Boston. See you guys soon. Bro, please don't put it in double digits. Oh my God. The fact that we're down to double digits before you're going to... we have so much to do. To do. Scott, I can't wait to meet you in person, man. It's going to be fucking great.
I can't wait. I'm going to hug the shit out of you, Scott. Get ready for AJ hugs. I squeeze tight. Be careful. Let me know if you have any back conditions or anything first.
So where are you? Where are you, John Gorman III? Why are you not going to be at PAX? Like what?
Oh man, thank you,
Gecko Man 11, the Game Cat with the level 2 membership says surprised not to see Arcanage on those charts. I heard it sold big. I heard it sold big too.
Dang, called out.
Right? Yeah. I get selling big for a Vertigo Games game is much different than selling big for a 2-person or 4-person team game. And so Arcanage sold as big as it needed to, which is really reassuring. Game Cat, specifically White Tiger with the Canadian $2 tip, says worried for which Redacted sucks. Please not Midnight Walk. AJ, blink twice if it's Midnight Walk. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. We're not doing this.
I was gonna say, don't make me blink because I gotta blink anyways right now.
He blinked once, and then 45 seconds later, he blinked again.
But listen, what you know so far is that House of Da Vinci really good. Please go buy it and play it. And what you know so far is that Walltown Wonders not fun. Really, like you said, not terrible, but terrible to play, and that to me counts as terrible. So we're the first. We got off to a strong start. There's plenty more to go, though, and there's plenty that's going to be good that you'll want us to tell you when that is.
I think I deciphered through all of the. I think I got it.
It's like we got to navigate this month, Brian. It's like we just got to navigate this month.
There's obstacles everywhere. There's drumsticks everywhere.
And the good thing is, there'll be games to pick up now. There'll be games to pick up later. So
and if you're not sure about Da Vinci, go watch the review. And if you've already watched the review of Da Vinci, go watch it again because it's not doing well. The Underground Game Cat with the 10 quid. Oh, said nothing. Wait a minute, that can't be right.
Underground Game Cat needs no words. Bow before greatness. Elite Name Squad in the house. What up?
Wow, I thought it sounded like you were going to do the Leprechaun in the Hood rap. Remember Leprechaun in the Hood, AJ?
Oh God, no. I think I tried to watch that and stopped, or I probably avoided it completely because Leprechaun. I mean, I don't even think one was that good.
What one was at least tried to kind of take itself a little bit seriously and made a horror movie, but they immediately with Leprechaun 2 went right into camp. I was gonna say Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, these are not good horror movies.
Michelle and I marathoned every Leprechaun movie over the course of 1 week about 7 or 8 years ago.
You were just built for torturing yourself.
Nailed it. Ben L of the Game Cat Army with the level 3 membership says, if AJ is telling you to go buy a puzzle game, go buy the puzzle game.
This is true.
It's true.
This is very, very true. I agree. Yep. That's why you should buy Static. You should buy Zing the Land Beyond. You should buy Transpose.
Oh my God. All of these games need to come to PSVR2. You're making me depressed, dude.
And you should buy Da Vinci.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If we're just talking about PSVR2 games, is House of Da Vinci, is that the only puzzle game I like really, really liked and finished?
Oh my God.
I liked I keep wanting to call it Clockwork Orange. I liked The Last Clock Tower, but I didn't finish it, so I don't really recommend it.
Yeah.
Gosh, that is the hardest name for me. Clock Tower, Clockwork Orange.
Yep.
What the clock? Yeah, the room is pretty good too. Red Matter. Duh. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. You love puzzle games.
I like like 7. Okay.
I hate being the one to tell you this, AJ, but you love puzzle games.
I like good puzzle games.
Just come out of the fucking closet and admit it.
I like good puzzle games that I cannot lie. I actually didn't like the Seventh Guest very much, but that's a personal thing. I respect the Seventh Guest. I think it's a great game. It was too powerful of a puzzle game for me.
Magic says, Zing, what's going on with that studio? Was that White Lotus, right? It was 3 people that made Zing. I DM'd them. Never heard back. Like, that was years ago, I think. At least a year ago. All right. AJ. Are you ready? Oh, it's me.
Okay.
It's me. And wait, do I have a game picked out?
What's the win streak right now? Because I need to know how much I need. Oh my God. Miles, every time it gets back to me on Monday, Miles, we're at 0. What is up with that?
Yeah, it was
brother.
It was well, I mean, listen, I don't think you can
I think he picked the game, right?
He picked the game, and I don't think you can blame me for not getting, was it Reading World or Math World or something? Oh my God.
That's I mean, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Wait, it's not that difficult? Is it my fault?
I've literally heard you have unlimited questions, Brian. Do you do math problems in it? I've heard that question asked like a billion times. Or did you change that one too?
I guess if I asked if you do math problems, then.
Or were you like, oh, did you hear what I said? Did you change that one too?
Yeah.
Is this game a known license that some people play?
My name's AJ, and I can't figure out what it means if it's a license or a franchise. That's okay. Wait, you're not alone. No one in the chat could figure it out either. So everyone turns against me. Like, what happened? What happened? Oh my God! Yeah, who do the underground? Go ahead, doctor.
I was just saying there was an understanding. There was an understanding as to what it meant.
Yeah.
By a misunderstanding, I guess, for like 3 years that just kept on going, and then it changed. Anyways, Blue Jew, the underground game cat elite name squad in the house. Meow. Thank you so much for the donation, Brian. You want to break the news?
Oh, shit, I thought you were doing it. Okay, now I got to move my window. Blue Jew says, can't make it to the meetup this time, but hopefully next time around. We'll be thinking of you guys. Hopefully it's even more of a blast this year. Then sends a big blue heart. Thank you so much. Yeah, listen, this is it. I'm so excited for this year. I think it's going to be great. We have a great crew of people showing up. But hopefully you make it next year, Blue Jew, because it sounds like everyone who isn't going to make it this year is saying next year, and it's like I think that's when worlds are going to collide, and it's just going to be when the like nice, casual, small, intimate Game Cat meetup becomes like maybe something to be reckoned with, and there's no way they're going to turn us down for a battle room next year.
and we're not doing PAX next year, so we'll do something that I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
We should do a Game Cat World Tour. Let's go to New Zealand.
No, there's like spiders there. Isn't that close to Australia? Don't they get the Australian spiders there?
There's also Hobbiton.
Ooh,
go to Hobbiton, Brian. We could do a GAMESCAST out of Hobbiton.
All right, I think you've convinced me. I'll deal with the spiders as long as there's hobbits. All right, AJ, I picked the game.
Hold on, Brian. On a side note,
yeah.
I do want to say that part of the reason that Jew can't make it to PAX is her mom is not doing the best right now, and she's up there helping her mom out. So everybody, please send all of your best, most positive energy, all your best thoughts towards Jew and her family. We love you, Jew, and we're keeping you and your family in our best thoughts. Okay, always. So
also, I think also, since we're talking to Blue Jew like fucking directly through the screen right now, I think you DM'd me like 6 months ago, and I forgot to respond to it, so I apologize. But but it was very caring, right? Because I was talking about depression, and she was like talking about like she's like, oh, you should try this, and I tried it, and it's great. So thank you. So I get to read a lot of stuff, but then I'm like, oh, I'll respond to this when I have time, and then I never get back to them, and I apologize. I'm so bad at this. Alhambra D, 2Y Underground Stranger Game Cat in the chat says, want to know about a misunderstanding. My Game Cat name is 2Ys for Miles, not 2 years. Bro, I've been saying 2-year Underground Stranger Game Cat for like ever since he changed his name. My apologies.
2 year.
Yeah. I'm listen, this is you get what you get with me, right? Hairy knees, not that smart. Those are the 2 bullet points you get with Brian Paul. Hairy knees, not that smart. Also, pretty bad at video games. Not sure why you guys let me play them for a living. AJ, I have a game picked out. You ready to do this?
I am ready. Were you ready, cats? Let's do this, man.
Good. He's gonna need all the help you can possibly get for this one. So God. Make sure infinite number of questions, but only 4 minutes to ask them in. Yes or no questions. Make sure you suggest good questions and then suggest good games based on the responses you get to those questions. I think that's the way I just said it. So let's do this, man. I'm going to put 4 minutes up on the clock the way that Jeremy likes it. On your mark. Get Des. Go.
Is this game a well-known popular IP outside of VR, Brian?
No, not outside of VR. No.
Is it a well-known popular IP within VR?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it on PSVR2?
I don't even know if I'd call it an IP, but I guess it would be. But yes, it's on PSVR2.
Answer yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on PSVR2. Is it on PSVR1?
No.
Not on PSVR. Is this a bad game?
No.
Okay. Is it top 25?
Like, would it be on our top 25?
Was it on our top 25?
No, and it probably wouldn't be, but I think other people might consider it.
Was it on the top 50?
No, I don't believe
Wasn't
so.
On the
no.
top 50. Is it a scary game?
No.
Is it a puzzle game?
No.
Is it an action game?
Yeah, there's action.
Do you shoot guns?
No.
Do you shoot anything?
No, I don't believe so.
Are there vehicles?
No, I don't believe so.
Is it sports?
No,
sports related?
Only weakly, tangentially sports-like.
Does it have multiplayer?
Yes. And you know what? I'm going to go stronger into the sports thing. It's more sports-like than I'm giving it credit for.
Do you shoot bows?
No.
Is this game like any similarity to Rocket League at all?
No.
Okay, so it's not knock.
It's not.
Is there melee combat?
In a sense, yeah.
Is it sword fighting?
No.
Is it a Jeff Minter game?
No.
Is it is it based off a Sega IP?
Sega IP, no. It's not based off any IP. It's its own IP.
Okay.
Just clarifying.
Is it is it pool related?
No.
Is it has the developer made other games on PSVR2?
No.
He said it's not a bad game, so it can't be What the Bat.
Yeah, What the Bat sucks.
Okay, so they haven't made other games on PSVR2. Is it a social deduction game?
No.
It is multiplayer.
Yes.
Is it racing?
No. No.
Is it first person?
Yes.
Is it full locomotion?
Yes.
Is it a platformer?
Yes.
Do you have stilts for hands?
No.
Okay, it's a platformer, guys, with multiplayer. What am I missing here? It's not stilt. Is it PvP multiplayer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is it free?
Yes.
Is it very popular with children on Quest.
I don't know. I don't know a lot of children who play Quest.
Are you a gorilla?
You are a gorilla. Good job, Blooper.
Is it Gorilla Tag, Brian?
Coming out on November 8th, 2024 by Another Axiom Incorporated. This is, in fact, why is this trailer 720p? What is going on? It is, in fact, Gorilla Tag. Who makes 720p trailers in 2024? Apparently Another Axiom. I guess we answered that question. Here, is this one bigger? That one's bigger. We're going to go with this one. Holy crap. Good job, Looper. Would you have gotten it when I said no to Stilt? Because it seemed like you were pretty lost. Would you have gotten it without Looper?
I saw somebody say Gorilla Tag pretty early. Oh, it was Looper.
Was it Game Cat Behemoth said, dude, no way, I guessed it right first time. How far back did you guess it?
Yeah, I saw somebody say Gorilla Tag pretty early on. I don't remember who it was, though.
Oh, Looper still got it before Game Cat Behemoth. I scrolled back. Okay. It was about 6 comments before.
I don't think I would have gotten this, probably. I maybe would have. I was getting on the right trail, but I was running out of time.
Yeah.
So it would have been close.
Have you gotten to spend any time in this game?
No.
It's fun. I mean, surprisingly, it's like, the locomotion type, like, moving around with your arms like that is good. It's good. It's really it's a skill that you got to learn. And then once it was so amazing to me when we jumped in and played, and I was playing with Miles and a few of the other cats, and then we were in this kind of like hub area, and we just watched this gorilla go like up to this super tall tree, and with his arms at both sides, he just went boom, 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 and he just went he just like went right up the tree, and we were like, oh shit, that looks really cool. We're gonna go try to do that. It was a lot of fun. Looper says other people would rate it highly, gave it away.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just not my type of game. Doesn't look appealing to me.
I mean, it's not my type of game either, right? It's definitely more of a social hangout style game. That's what it is. That's what it's for. I
used to be. I mean, to be fair, yeah. Like when I was a lot younger, I would definitely be. I'd probably be like really into something like this. But yeah, I just don't play games like as socially as I used to. It's not like your friends coming over on the weekend and playing split screen. Like that's changed decades ago.
I don't know. Split Fiction plays that way, doesn't it? Can you play Split Fiction on the same screen? Yeah.
I did have a lot of fun playing that with Drew, actually.
Nice.
That was a really great game. That was the first one in a long time.
Excellent. All right, guys. Listen. I believe that Wes and I are going to do an episode of GamesCast Live on Wednesday. I haven't talked to him about that. I haven't confirmed that. Right? Because but we will have to see what happens. I desperately want to do it because the more, the embargo is going to be lifting every other day here for a little bit. And so, to be able to knock out one more episode before we head out would be great. But we'll see what happens. We're going to play it all by ear. And just want to say before we officially get out of here, I just want to say a massive shout out to everybody. Everyone that supports the channel is supported. I always list the people, right? I always say over on patreon.com/games, and I'll be a member over here, and by tipping during the show, and then supporting us on GoFundMe. I always say that. And I mean, you guys have just shown how much you support us. Like more, I mean, this is just the evidence from this week alone is insane. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much.
Yeah, man, thank you guys. We literally wouldn't be here without you, and we'll try and think of more efficient ways to conduct our business. We'll get better about making this work better for you all as well. But thank you for always having our back. And again, yeah, we wouldn't be here if not for you guys. So thank you, man, really.
And shout out to everyone who sits back, watch the show, doesn't say a goddamn word. We know you're out there, and we love you just as much. It's Monday, AJ.
Yeah, damn right. It's time to cue the motherfucking cat ride, because I want to say see you guys on Wednesday to Silver Nexus says take care, be merry, and game on GameCast. Neon Groove. Says, thanks, Brian. Scott, the PSVR Game Cat for life. Says, okay, guys, only 47 hours until I'm in Boston, so you better cue the motherfucking cat. But who's counting? Oh, I can't wait to see you, Scotty boy. Bob Zarkoff, the Underground Game Cat, says, Night Cats, have fun at PAX. Thank you so much, man. We sure will, and we will share it with you, too. Steve_IRE, big pink paw to the face. Magic the Game Cat says, when you do good things will happen. Everything happens for a reason, brother, and I agree, man. Do good things in life. Good things happen to you. I think sometimes I get by in life only by just trying to do good things when I can, and it has carried me a long way that is unimaginable to me. So thank you. Awesome Tatum in the house tonight says Gears of War PSVR2 port. Woo! Make it official, Sony. Flame Hat the Game Cat. Fire. Geison, fist bump to you. Mischievous Mark of the Underground Game Cat, aka the crazy legendary Tales Platinum Master. Thanks so much, man. You have a great night as well and a great week. TGK2, it says take care, be safe, and all have a great week. You as well, my friend. 8-Bit Mose Plays says you do a great job. 8-Bit Mose Plays. Twitch of the Single Player Game Cat. See you all at PAX East. He says. Knee.
Oh, PAX East. for knees.
Yeah,
bro. Next time I show my knees, I'm gonna make sure I get a can of blue paint first, and I'm gonna paint it blue, and then you can nickname me Blue Knees, motherfuckers.
Oh god, that's scary. Actually, yeah. if you shave your head and enough makeup, you probably could look like Blue Knees. A lot of prosthetics gonna be needed, though.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It's a compliment. Prozac 380 having flashbacks of playing Double Dash with my college roomie before waxing each other's knees. Oh wait, redact, it's too late. Your secret is out there forever. I love this, man. Dude, Mario Kart Double Dash. How freaking good. Do you play that, right?
Oh my god, of course. Yeah.
How freaking good. Like, you could not take a more clunky on-paper concept and make it any more fun. It is, like, seriously the worst idea ever. For some reason, it just worked.
It's like the opposite of Wall Down Wonders.
It's literally the opposite, unfortunately, of Wall Down Wonders, where it's like, terrible idea on paper, but great execution. Well done, Nintendo and Double Dash. Ace Gamer Cat, thank you so much. We will... Blue Jew, the Underground Game Cat, thank you so much. Double rainbows to you. Game Cat Behemoth. Kill Artist, the Dreamweaver. So soon, AJ, soon Game Cat Army will reign. Yes. Rob, yes. Comb. Yes. Comb.
Wow.
Rob, say it with me. Rob, yes. Comb.
No
yes.
comb. No comb. No comb.
Yes, comb.
No, leave your comb at home. Leave your comb at home. Come as you are, Rob. Yes, comb.
Rob, yes, VR2.
Oh my god, we're gonna summon that dude. He's not even like dead or anything. We're just gonna summon him. He's gonna be like, where the fuck did I get here?
Rob Yescombe, please summon. I'll use him like I need a Rob Yescombe materia. That's what I need.
This is the strangest episode. AJ, don't make it stranger. This is the strangest episode we've had in a long time. I think we better go before it gets any stranger. We love you all. Good night.
Bye.